Have you ever felt like you're standing at a crossroads between who you've been and who you're becoming? Well, Hecate, the torchbearer, the keeper of the keys, can guide us through these thresholds of transformation and change. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can work with Hecate and the tarot to move through any of the blockages that you may be having to stepping into who you truly are. My name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help other witches who are struggling to start a practice or deepen their practice to integrate magic confidently into their lives every day with ease. And I've been working with Hecate now since 2018, quite intensively at times, working on shadow work, working on trying to step into who I truly am. And whilst it has been quite a wild ride on an emotional level, it's also been an amazing way to connect with Hecate and to learn a lot about who she is and the potential that she has and the potential you have to being able to really, really fully work on yourself with her guidance. And I want to show you a really simple tarot spread that you can use with Hecate to help you listen to her more, to understand what she might be saying to you, and to help you connect more with what's in your way and how you can move forward. Now, if you do want to deepen your relationship with Hecate and walk with Hecate on connecting to who you truly are, discovering and removing the blocks that are stopping you, then I have another video called Awaken Your Power with Hecate. It gives you 4 steps to stepping into who you truly are with the help of Hecate. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can watch that video, because it's not on this channel, it's on my course channel, and it's totally free. It's Awaken Your Power with Hecate, link in the description field below this video. It's also on my website, mysterywitchschool.com, under my freebies tab. I've also got a very special promotion that I'm going to tell you about at the end of this video. So if you're into working with Hecate and you also are into learning the tarot, or you want to learn to read the tarot and work with Hecate, I have a very special promotion coming up at the end of this video. Tarot is a wonderful way of working with shadow work because it can help you see things that you may not see yourself. Cards will come up in a reading that you may not like, but they're telling you things that you need to look at within yourself. And when you're being honest with the cards and you're not trying to hide from yourself, you can learn a lot from the tarot. I use tarot for shadow work a fair bit. I know there's other witches out there, particularly those who are into the shadow work side of things, who use tarot even on a daily basis to help with the shadow work. It's a very, very powerful tool. It is a tool that allows you to dig deeply into your subconscious mind. It even gives you advice and helps you find where you're going wrong or where you're stuck and how to become unstuck. So you utilize the tarot in your shadow work. It becomes even more powerful when you ask Hecate to guide you in a reading. So what we're going to do today is we're going to ask Hecate to help with the reading, and I'm going to show you a short spread that you can use, and I'm going to give you a demonstration of that spread using my own personal question and the answers that the tarot gave me. So when you start to work with Hecate with tarot work, grab your cards, give them a little bit of a shuffle just to connect with them, and then clear your space if you want to clear your space. So that could mean setting up a circle if you're really wanting to get into the ritualistic side of it, which can help. Or just clear your space with some incense or some salt water or just some energy clearing. And then grab your cards and focus on Hecate. Imagine she is there right in front of you. She's there as a guide. She's there helping you. She's with her torches. You may even imagine that you're at a crossroads and you're sitting in the middle of the crossroads with Hecate there in front of you, deciding which way do I go next. So we're going to invoke Hecate with this short prayer. Oh, Hecate, torchbearer, keeper of the keys, guide me through the crossroads of my soul light the way to what I most need to see, and reveal the truth that will set me free. Tune into her presence. Feel her presence there. And then begin your reading. So it's a 3-card reading. I call it the Crossroads Reading. The first card is the shadow. What's hidden, what you can't see. And when you reveal this, it's going to be really enlightening. And whether there's a positive card there or a negative card there, it's going to really help you see what's in the shadows. The second card is the torch. It's what's shining a light on the issue at hand. It's going to give you the information you need to know where you're getting stuck and stifled and how to move through it. The third card is the path revealed. So this is where you get to see what the next stage is, what the actions are that you need to take, the identity you need to step into, essentially. So any of the cards that turn up in this third position are inviting you to step into a version of you that you may not be comfortable stepping into. Now, I did do this spread earlier, and the cards that I pulled were, in the first position of the shadow, the Empress. The second position of the torch is the 7 of Wands. And in the last position of the path revealed is the Emperor. So it's very interesting. When I first looked at the cards, and this is something that I teach people to do in my Confident Tarot Reader course, is to use your intuition to gauge the energy of the spread before you even start trying to interpret it. And have a look and see what the characters are actually doing in the spread, where they're facing. And all of these cards are pretty much facing direct. So it's a very direct message. And we've got the Empress on one side and the Emperor on the other side, which are cards that complement each other in the tarot, with the 7 of Swords in the middle of those two complementaries. And so it was a very interesting reading. And the first thing I thought when I saw the reading was there's a masculine, feminine energy here that may be out of balance, and it's understanding how that may be. And when I saw the Emperor in the way forward, I sort of thought, okay, if the feminine aspect is the shadow aspect, then the masculine aspect is the way forward. This could be very interesting to see how I'm balancing my masculine and feminine energy when it comes into stepping into who I truly am. So let's have a look at the first card, the Empress card. Now, the Empress usually represents abundance, creativity, fertility, joy, all these wonderful, wonderful things. But she's in the position of, in the shadow position. So this is giving it a very interesting meaning. And what this can mean is that there's a part of me, this feminine part of me, that is perhaps focusing too much on giving, not receiving, which can be a negative aspect to this card. It can be that I'm spending a lot of time focusing on these things like creativity and wanting more, and perhaps, that giving sort of energy, but I'm spending too much focus on it. And it could also mean that I'm not quite sure how to make all of this into something more tangible, or how to actually bring this out from the shadows. So how do I bring the creativity out more from the shadows? And how do I allow myself also to receive more abundance and more of the good stuff as well? Because this card is also about abundance and receiving as well. It's a feminine energy. The feminine energy is a receiving energy. So the feminine receives and distributes. The masculine gives and provides. It's a provisional energy. So the shadow side is telling me that this receiving energy, that the distributing energy, is either being focused on too much. So there's too much distributing going on, and I'm not focusing on also the parts of me that need to rest as well, because the feminine energy is also about restoration and resting too. So I'm still not quite sure at the time of when I first looked at that card as to what that could mean in the shadow, but I was tying up all of these sorts of ideas. The second card, which is the torch, which is Hecate's wisdom, is the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands is a confrontational card. It's about standing your ground, standing up for yourself, standing against the crowd and being able to defend yourself against adversaries. So what do I need to defend myself from? Where am I needing to defend myself more, or defend the feminine side of me more from? Or what am I doing here that I need to stand firm with and stand my ground with? Now, this is the torch in the reading. So to me, that means I need to stand firm with my torch, basically, on what it is I truly want to do, what I'm truly wanting, and not succumb to the old programming, not just succumb perhaps to giving too much, or not allowing myself to fully immerse myself in that creativity of the Empress card. So it's about standing my ground. So something about what I'm doing is causing me to have to really stick to my guns and really stick to standing my ground and keep going the way that I'm going, even though there may be forces that seem to be fighting against that. So the last card is the Emperor card. So this is the way forward. This is what Hecate is saying. This is what you need more of in your life. And this is structure. This is leadership. This is authority. This is really, as I said at the beginning of the video, the card that you have to step into from an identity perspective, and that is the Emperor energy. So I have to step into the Emperor part of the energy. So while the feminine side, the Empress, is there in the subconscious mind, in the shadow, the Emperor is actually going to be the one that helps bring it out and gives it form and gives it structure so that it can actually come out into the world. And it's a beautiful pairing of the Empress and the Emperor together, I thought, in the reading, because you do have the unconscious or subconscious, which is often connected to the feminine, and the conscious mind of action associated with the masculine. So when we're looking at the masculine and feminine within us, which we all have both masculine and feminine energy, it's looking at how do I bring the nurturing and the creativity from the feminine into the world in a structured way with authority and with leadership. So it's asking me to combine both the feminine energy, which is already there, and the masculine energy that I have to step into. And the conflict is that there's going to be opposition to stepping into that Emperor energy. And I have to stand my ground and keep holding the torches to stepping into that energy. So this is how the cards can help show you what's actually going on for you right now in your shadow work, in your identity shifting, and whether you're on the right track and what things you may need to tweak to help you stay on track. And Hecate is wonderful at connecting with you through the tarot. I know so many people that pretty much first and foremost do connect with Hecate through tarot. That's the main way that she communicates with them, is through the tarot. With other people, it's dreams. She's very good at connecting with you through dreams as well. When she does, she's going to be very, very clear in what she's helping you understand. So if you're doing this practice yourself, get your journal out, write down what cards you got in the spread, and then ask yourself some of these questions. What truth am I ready to claim? What truth am I ready to claim? And just allow yourself to freely write the answer to that. Next question, who am I becoming at this crossroads? Who am I becoming at this crossroads? And allow your intuition to answer that question. So don't think too much about it, just start writing. And then after you've done all that, it's time to thank Hecate. I thank you, Hecate, for your blessings on this tarot spread. Blessed be. If this tarot spread resonated with you and you're really at the stage where you totally want to shift into who you truly are, you've had enough of being the old version of you that feels the self-doubt, that feels limited, that feels guilt and shame whenever you want to step into who you truly are, then I'm inviting you to this very special promotion. For the rest of this month, up until the 30th of November, I'm offering my shadow work identity shifting course with Hecate, a journey with Hecate, with my Confident Tarot Reader course. So in this bundle, you're actually getting 2 courses for the price of 1. The reason I've put them together is because in a journey with Hecate, you're doing the transformation work with Hecate herself. And a lot of people struggle sometimes to know whether Hecate is communicating with them or not, knowing how she's communicating with them. And the tarot is one of the easiest ways to communicate with Hecate. It's a lot easier to know what she may be telling you when you're using the tarot cards. So I decided to combine the Confident Tarot Reader with the Journey with Hecate. And even though a Journey with Hecate does have a mini course on shadow work and the tarot and how to do that shadow work with the tarot with Hecate, a lot of you may not know how to read the tarot, or you may not know how to read the tarot in such a way that it makes perfect sense and you can read it confidently using your intuition. So the Confident Tarot Reader is going free as a bonus with a Journey with Hecate up until the end of November. So if you've been looking to do a Journey with Hecate for a while now and you've been putting it off, now is the time to join a Journey with Hecate. Now you can find the link to a Journey with Hecate in the description field below this video. You can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Blessed be.